Our first call was to prep our generators to ship here to Misawa to support the 35th CES and restoring power to the base. That focus changed about halfway through the afternoon to getting the personnel ready to deploy. So we immediately switched from prepping our units to getting our bags and our equipment ready and processing through the line, getting on the aircraft and get up here as quick as possible. That all happened probably within 12 hours from the time we were notified until the time we arrived here at Misawa. Basically, just integrated with the 35th CES here at Misawa and become part of their team and doing whatever they need us to do to support the mission here at Misawa. Basically, they've restored some commercial power to base housing, it sounds like, and some of the critical facilities here on base. It sounds like they're looking into a plan to restore more commercial power. Right now we currently have about 150 generators still providing power to critical facilities here on base. That'll slowly whittle down as commercial power comes back online. Of course, there's always going to be those critical facilities that are probably going to remain on commercial power or generator power until commercial is stabilized. A lot of the housing areas and critical facilities are back on commercial power. They're looking at a plan to bring the CDCs, some of the dorms, so that people that are have children, they can't perform the mission right now because they have to stay home with their children, can get their children the child care they need, so they can come back on base and start performing the mission that they need to get done. The main thing is just to keep the mission rolling. It's a big morale boost, to get the power back on as soon as those lights come back on, and people feel more at ease that things are getting back to normal. Plus, as power comes back on, we're allowed to get the heat and all the other infrastructure back up and running, so that we can get everything stabilized. So it's basically a big morale boost just to have everything up and operational. We were surprised actually when we hit the ground. Of course, we heard stories when we were watching the news down at Kadena about as the disaster unfolded up here. When we got on the ground, we expected to see a lot more devastation to the base. A lot more work that needed to be done. We expected to be put into a gymnasium on cots, and we were real surprised. They put us in billeting. Of course, there's no power, but yeah, we were really surprised at the condition the base was in and how much work 35th CES had already accomplished by the time we hit the ground. It seems to be rolling with the punches. We went to the shop ed earlier this morning. Of course, it was busy. Everybody stocking up on water and whatever perishables they needed to get. But everybody seems to be in good spirits and knowing that CE's hard at work, getting power restored.